Welcome to another episode of the Louisville Bulls franchise. Today we play the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday Night Football. Let's get right into it. I'll see you guys at the half for today's game.
It's week 15 of the NFL, and our focus is on Darius Williams, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Bulls and the Jags on Sunday night.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Bulls of Louisville taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in week 15. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, able to avoid it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season, a former MVP. It's Lamar Jackson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. This defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go with Edwards left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jackson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
He's got a man complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bulls will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down,
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15 and a Louisville first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Play action. Now Jackson, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Jackson. Look at the big fella go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bulls have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete, down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4, they could still get a 1st down without scoring. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks in the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Louisville offense back out now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Lawrence, he'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have reached halftime here and an 11-point.
At the end of the first half, it is 21 to 10. The 8-5 Louisville Bulls are winning. But let's look at some stats. Trevor Lawrence 10 of 20 and a 127 and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson 9 for 12, 116 and 2 touchdowns and a pick. Gus Edwards 11 rushes for 31 yards. Jackson 6 for 55 and a touchdown. Isaiah Likely 3 for 61 and a touchdown. Rashad Bateman 2 for 31 and a touchdown. All right, let's get you back to the second half here in Jacksonville.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Jackson running again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And a Louisville first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be...
Touchdown! Isaiah Likely with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bulls are able to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. This complete to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
23. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll run with ETN. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cap. Touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, easy. Route.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bulls are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Jacksonville. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. A short throw there to Strange. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Hey, run for the Jaguars. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Number 7, Zay Jones. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bulls look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Lawrence on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on
with
down
one
to the
kneel
short side
down.
of the field.
We come in and upset the 11-2 Jaguars, now 11-3. We move to 9-5, 42-19. Our final score. Take a look at some of the stats. Lamar Jackson, 13 of 16, 234, 4 touchdowns and a pick. So, Trevor Lawrence's numbers. Lamar Jackson, also 12 runs, 107 yards, and 2 rushing scores.
They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
Isaiah Likely, 2 receiving touchdowns. Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman each added a touchdown reception. Once again, Isaiah Likely the leading receiver on this team.
Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they already clinched home field advantage.
Kicking, Brandon McManus won that game 2 for 200%, as long as field goal was 28 yards. But Justin Tucker went 6 for 6 on extra points. Again, final score: Bulls 42, Jaguars 19. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week.